Attention. Don't even think about it.
This is the hottest radio station.
You are listening to MinxRadio.com.
Da dum 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 da 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 da. I know what y'all thinking. When the fuck are you gonna drop this shit, Minx? When are you gonna drop it? Why are you always giving us beats and cool little melodies and you don't ever drop nothing? You don't ever drop nothing. I'm not gonna blame AI. You know, the AI music craze. I'm not like y'all on Threads and on Twitter. I don't really perceive AI to be a fucking threat to me because I do everything on my own. I'm proud to say that. Everything on my own, from production to writing the songs to engineering myself. I do everything. So I can't be replaced. You see, I just can't fall into that. Now, if y'all want to live in the little fear-mongering shit, do that. Do that. You could do that. I don't live my life in fear. I live my life in light. And I know that if you are a person like me that does not live in fear, you know that this shit will eventually get old. You know, it's going to be difficult for companies to keep their user base. And the reason why I say this is because I'm a person that has been fucking with AI since, you know, the beginning of it being a fucking buzzword.
Bruh.
And I was like, oh, this shit is free? This shit is free? A lot of shit ain't free no more. Because the amount of people that get online talking about they don't like AI, they don't fuck with AI is beneath them. It seems to be like the prices are going up. So the more that people have been using the shit, the more that it is creating a financial straits for some of us. So we're like, you know what, it's going to phase itself out, bruh. It's going to phase itself out. You know, so I don't really have any fears or worries of that, of being replaced as a creator at all. But today, like I said, you know I was a big TikTok head. You know, I was on TikTok a lot. I was always posting content and shit. But once you hit 50,000 fucking followers and then you're not able to be seen by your own following.
Bruh.
You know, they let you know when you post something, they'll say, hey, you know, $19, this could reach 34,000 people. And you're just like, why do I have to pay for my own followers to see my own shit? You know what I'm saying? I just was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So I came back to YouTube. And again, you know, I don't really feel discouraged seeing that 50 people breezed through my shit and you know, they didn't follow or like. You know, I think that, you know, again, the long form content actually is good. You know, it's clip farm shit. You know, we're farming our own clips and, you know, taking the most interesting parts and then just sharing them as shorts. I will definitely say I've seen a nice little return on my investment. I really have. I've noticed that I've gotten more views with 1,000 people following me than I do 50,000 on TikTok. So I definitely give myself props. Okay, it's about, and I hate to say it is about consistency. It's consistency. You know, you can't just have a one good day and then, you know, go back to TikTok, you know, and then, you know, don't come back to YouTube. You know, you can't do shit like that. So I said to myself, 15 minutes, you know, a day, long form, that's about 5 good clips. And then we're just going to run with that, you know, and you know, it's not even about farming for people. It's just that I'm just like stimulating my algorithm. I'm stimulating the algorithm again. You know, I'm trying to get it to like me again. So that's what we're doing here. Okay. So what we see on here, Cryptic Kingdom. Yeah, that's my forum. That's my forum. The reason why I have it posted right now is because I want to say to the people that have been signing up to the forum, you know, please fucking don't. please stop. Please stop. Because you guys aren't joining my forum to post anything that's like usable, because the way my forum is set up is that whatever is posted on the forum, it goes and gets tweeted out. Then it goes to Pinterest. Then it goes to my Discord. Then it goes to, other Telegram channels. So this is like the mothership, and then it's hitting all the other funnels that I have set up for it. So when you guys be posting up that, you guys got girly cams, OnlyFans, phishing sites, it's like, did you guys think that I don't act quickly? And did you guys really think that when you sign up for my site that, I don't get your email address and your login credentials and can report your IP address and you could never visit my shit again? I mean, you could call me, I started calling myself Minx Muskenberg. Yeah, Minx Muskenberg. I'm not Elon Musk's wife. I'm not Mark Zuckerberg's baddie. But you can call me Minx Muskenberg because Cryptic Kingdom, I am the head honcho here. I am the CEO here. This is my social media platform. Right? As you see, I got the little chat box. Everyone can have profiles. Everyone can post what they want. There's no throttling. There's none of that. There's none of that on my shit. But y'all come to my kingdom. You come to my kingdom thinking that I wasn't going to catch this shit. I'm sitting at work. Yes, my 9 to 5, 8 to faint. I'm sitting at work and I get a Discord alert talking about, oh, take a look at my fan cams. And I just was like, what?
Why, you stupid fuck! Look at you now!
Now you're gone. Now you got booted. Now you're off. And I got your email. I got your email address. I could report you for phishing and spamming on websites. Like, and whoever keeps like doing shit like that, I guess you're trying to like humble me for having my own, but okay, it didn't work and you got booted and suspended on top of that. But I wanted to say today, I wanted to talk about one thing. I always have a topic of discussion, and the topic of discussion today is going to be about rage baiting. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about rage baiting. I don't know what it is, why social media became a punching bag for some people. But for some strange reason, people seem to think that their source of entertainment is to write the most dumbest shit that they can come up with on websites such as Threads. And I'm using Threads specifically because Threads is a different type of animal. It's more like the animal with the special helmet on. Okay. I really question sometimes people's motives on this application. For instance, we got people that don't like artificial intelligence. We get it. We got it. We heard it the first 50 fucking times. We saw it the first 60 fucking examples. We know you don't use AI. Congratulations. Congratulations. You don't use artificial intelligence in anything that has to do with your creativity. You're also verified on a fucking platform that promotes everything about artificial intelligence, from Meta down to the Meta fucking glasses. Once again.
Why, you stupid fuck! Look at you now!
Look at you. You look like the most hypocritical person walking and talking and harassing people who do use artificial intelligence. And me personally, like I said, to each his own. It doesn't affect me personally. People talk about, oh, AI music. What if they steal your music? They've been stealing my music for years. Before artificial intelligence, fucking industry producers have been copying my shit. I've had songs that were interpolated. I honestly, that to me, I'm like, what's one more? What's one more, But that. Then you have the rage baiters of people that like to bring up relationship situations that are completely unrealistic, knowing good and damn well that nobody wants your ass. Nobody wants your ass. No one's looking for your ass. No one is even questioning about your thoughts on your ass. And you guys still proceed to post things to get people that would never date you upset. Now, I don't know if it's an engagement thing, an impressions thing, because I'm like, who are you fucking impressing? A lot of you guys say shit online, forgetting that things on the internet are posted forever. It is forever. Let me get close to the camera and tell you, forever. And you guys seem to write these think pieces totally forgetting that people can pull up this shit, screenshot the shit, throw it in your face. You know, you could be at work mouthing off. You think a mofo ain't gonna find out where the fuck you work at, reach out to your employer and tell your employer that this is what you're doing on their clock? I've seen it happen too many times. Too many times. So why are we doing this to each other online? Like me personally, I don't really consider myself a rage baiter. I consider myself a person that speaks her mind, and I know that people will disagree, right? There's going to be it's usually 50-50. 50% of people will disagree with me, 50% of people will agree with me. But the people that disagree with me are the ones that have to be so fucking insensitive, questioning your cognitive, questioning your mental health. Like they take it too far. And then I'm a person, like I don't like bullying, right? I hate bullying. Like everybody knows me. If I see that someone is being bullied online, I'm jumping in, okay? I'm jumping in to help. I'm going to say something. Let them look at me like I'm the big sister, okay? And I'm going to be the one to question their character or question their motive as to why they are harassing someone with a separate opinion. And then I'm always the one that gets blockerinoed, okay? I get blockerinoed and I'm just like, okay. So obviously what I said was correct, that you hate your life, you hate your job, money ain't right, you owe too many people money, and you know you're just not a happy person, and you're just sounding off and digitally punching people in their face as a stream by, a scroll by, right? That's what we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it a scroll by, y'all. A scroll by, punching people in their digital faces because you're mad and you hate your life. I'm sorry that you hate your life. Things will look up and be better if you were more positive about the outcome of things. But that's just where we're at, unfortunately. And I'm just here to be that person that's going to be the bearer of good news. I'm going to tell you guys to don't give these people any type of attention because they don't have it at home. They don't have it in their real life. Nobody gives a fuck about them. No one gives a fuck about them. You know, musicians that get into your comments and saying dumb shit. Nobody that they know personally is pressing play. They're in their fucking Facebook page writing the most ass shit about how they've been doing this for so long, and you know, I've been supportive of people, and ain't nobody supportive, and I've been looking out for this. I'm like, bro, nobody likes your music. Sorry. I mean, you guys don't promote yourselves properly. You think dropping a fucking link and expecting people to see it when you have an algorithm that is burying everything and everyone. And you think that people are not pressing play because they don't like you. They're not pressing play because they can't see your shit. And you're taking the shit personally. And you're sitting there, you know, airing out your grievances about how nobody supports you. And then guess what? Now no one's going to press play because at that point, it's like, you know what? At that point, mofo, if that's what you feel we don't give a fuck about you, then guess what? I'm going to say it with a smile on my face. Did I hit right? Yes, I sure did. I'm going to say it with a smile on my face.
Why, you stupid fuck! Look at you now!
Look at you now. Look at you now. Now nobody's pressing play because now you came off as an ignorant mofo. You came off ignorant. People with their art, they post their art. Oh, I'm being foreshadowed over these AI art. Nobody likes AI art. This is the thing that people don't understand. Nobody likes AI art. But it's more in your faces and all in our faces because y'all keep resharing the AI art that y'all don't fucking like. So it's overshadowing all the good art that's out there. Another group of engagement baiters, right? They sit there and they say, I just posted a complete 2-minute work in progress of my work, and someone climbed into my DMs and said that they were going to report me for using AI to complete my work. I'm like, I'm going to file this under things that did not fucking happen. I'm just going to do that. We don't care. Okay, I'm going to tell you why we don't care, because you can't 2 days ago, because I'd be looking 2 days ago talking about nobody likes my shit, nobody's sharing my shit, nobody sees my post, but now you randomly got a DM from an AI mofo that said that they were detesting what you created because they assume that you did it with AI. Sure. Anyway, yeah. And last but not least, when we come online, like I always say, do we all get online to talk about a collective hate for something, or do we get online to talk about a collective love for something? I hardly see people getting online talking about a collective love for something these days. Right? When do you ever see that anymore? It's like everybody agrees and they come together over negative shit, over depressing shit, but they never come together to talk about things that make them happy as a collective. That's why I like Reddit sometimes. Like Reddit, I come across wholesome ass community posts, and, I'm just like, oh, so there are little nooks and spaces on the internet that allows us to be around people that are pleasant. There are little nooks and spaces on the internet that allows us to share information and all of us to talk about things that we are interested in. Maybe we need to come away from the very, very large spaces, like come away from X, because that shit ain't Twitter no more. Come away from TikTok, even though the comment sections be really hidden. Come away from Instagram, knowing that people are just only watching. You're not going to get the engagement that we had back then, because it's not like that anymore, and it's never going to be like that. We are going backwards in time, ladies and gentlemen. Backwards in time, where people are meeting up and hanging out in smaller spaces, smaller websites, right? Smaller communities. This is why social media like TikTok, for instance, instead of allowing us to be able to reach a broad spectrum of people, we now have to create like these little bulletin boards to reach people these days. We are never going to be branched out into the algorithm like that again. And even if we are, it's like a temporary high. You put out a video on Instagram, Reels, that video gets 100,000 views, and then it's never going to keep it at that standard. It's not going to stay at that standard, because you are required to keep posting and feeding the meter. It starts to feel like you're at a casino. You're at a casino with your content. Your content is the money, right? You're feeding it content, and it never hits. It never hits. And this is why I saw, this is why. Like, damn, Minx, are you okay?
Bruh.
This is why a lot of people like myself, like, how many rebrands is this? How many rebrands is this? Like, maybe my 5th rebrand? Look, I've been on social media since 2005. Okay.
Bruh.
2000. Hey. Don't y'all. Don't do that. Look, my hand can't even stay straight. Don't y'all do that. But I've been on the World Wide Web even way before 2005. I'm the Live Journal girl, I'm the GeoCities girl. I was in these journals, honey. We were not on social. Our journals were not meant to be social. They were just meant for people that were kind of like the AO3 folks, like you just waited for the next drop. That's what it was for us, right? We were rated instead of making what was it? What the fuck do you call that? Damn, I'm getting a brain fart. Um fan fictions, right? Instead of it being, see, I guys, I'm old, but I'm not that old because I actually like remembered it that quickly, and I gotta. I have to. I'm sorry. I love when the older I get, when I forget something and how fast I can recall it, I have to give myself props because, this is a big thing of getting older. Your memories that start to disintegrate it before your eyes. But anyway, instead of it being fan fiction, this was like fan fiction of IRL of what it is that was going on in your life, and you had like maybe 10,000 loyal readers. This was just what social media was to us back then. Newsletters, journals, and you had AOL Instant Messenger, to carry you over with your buddy list and your away messages. Like I would say Discord, if anything. This is it, right? I don't think people should stay comfortable in these spaces anymore. I think what we need to do is to start branching out and looking at other things, coming back to long form content, and just being in spaces that are not super, super oversaturated. Like I am on YouTube. Yes, I know that. But I know that you got the YouTube families and the people that talk with the YouTube accent. I'm never
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Huh? What?
Wait. First of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
What do you mean? The YouTube accent, Hey guys. Yeah, that shit. You ain't getting that from me. You're not getting that from me. I'm sorry. You're not getting the weirdo Darman videos of the unrealistic ass scenarios that are super, super depressing, and it just keeps escalating and escalating of more depression. I'm just like, what the fuck is that about? You're ugly. I know I've tried my best to put makeup on and I'm still very ugly. You're never gonna be anything. I'm like, bro, you see, we punch people in the mouth for that. Ladies and gentlemen, fuck you.
Message.
What the fuck is this? Like low vibrational, no type of. And the only reason why I know about this shit is because, I have the little ones, right? The little ones that show me this shit. And I'm just like, Darman? Darman? Like, what the fuck? What kind of bullshit is this? Like, I understand bullying. I've been bullied a lot as a kid, but even that shit is to the extreme. And I'm just like, has Darman ever been bullied in his life? I mean, I don't know. But yeah, it's super extreme. But again, going back to places that we have to go to just to find ourselves again and find our tribes again or build a new tribe. You just have to take the leap of faith and realize that, you know what? I'm not trying to be where everybody's at. I'm just trying to cut a little corner for myself so I can have my friends to hang out with, my internet pals, my virtual reality world pals, and my other VTuber pals, and that's it. So again, that's why I cut a little piece of the nook of the internet for myself, for my cryptic kingdom. Okay. And yeah, it didn't really cost me anything really, but I post everything here. I post everything here. Any interesting stories that I find, I post it here. And, the views are low because the algorithm on social media has been doing what it does. But, I haven't really been posting like that. Like I should, but I started posting again. I did some couple of updates, I did some updates on here. And, I just been really proud of, my little space that I have for myself. As you see, you can post your YouTube videos and you can post links. like this one here with the SoundCloud. Those of y'all that have SoundCloud, this might be useful. And it has the GIFs or GIFs, whatever the fuck y'all call it. It has the little GIFs. I said, did someone say decentralized? Yes, we're going to have to talk about the decentralized web next because this is important info. But yeah, oh, look. I make my own GIFs too. Yeah, so anyway. I'll teach y'all that. You guys, if you guys are VTubing and y'all don't have GIFs, you need to start making the GIFs and put them on your Jiffy page or Giphy page, whatever the fuck you call it. Anyway, about SoundCloud acquiring a platform. I thought it was a very interesting story. I go and I share the regular link. Nobody cared. Nobody hit like. Nobody hit share. Nobody said, oh my God, Minx, what the fuck is going on? Nothing. So I put it here. 3 views. Oh, well. Nobody was interested, really. But I put these stories here. Music business is the category. And everything that has to do with the music business is put in the music business category. I have so many different categories, actually. I have different, like the hottest stories, hottest replies. You can subscribe if you want to subscribe and help the platform. You don't necessarily have to, but $4.99 a month. You could also monetize your shit if you'd like. There's just so many options. There's so many options to come away from these algorithm gods and start your own world. And that's it, you know? Back to the categories. I just added a new category, by the way. I just wanted to point this out. I just added the VTuber tech category, mainly for I figured that if I'm gonna be a VTuber, like seriously, I gotta give back to the community somehow. And I'm broke as fuck. So basically, the only way I'm giving back to the community is knowledge and information. I started my first knowledge and information was based on the facial expressions fix with the 52 blend shapes. Those of you that are trying to figure out, damn, what program do I use for that? I'm going to be posting programs that I use in order to fix these things so I can have different blend shapes on my face, because the automatic blend shapes that they give you, it's like maybe 5 or 6. This is 52. And yes, I had to pay for a program, but you know, a lot of people be gatekeeping as VTubers, and I've never understood that shit. It's like they gatekeep and then they flag people on YouTube, or they really try to get people to not give away information for some strange reason. People won't get it whether they get it from YouTube or they get it from Reddit. They're gonna get it. I don't know why this little gatekeeper shit that people have going on is very strange. They do that shit in the VR world too. You know, they'll be like, oh, I know how to stream from my Oculus to 5 different websites at the same time, and you'll be in the comments like, really, how do you do that? And you're like, bruh, is that why you're in my stream? You're in my stream because you want information? You're not in my stream because of the. And I'm just like, okay, so now I got booted, and guess what? I'm the bitch with the website that's going to be posting up all of the tea. So at the end of the day, who wins? Who wins? Von Minxington Couture wins.
Why, you stupid fuck! Look at you now!
Look at you now. I'm still going to give out the tea. Anyway, with all that said, what did we learn today, ladies and gentlemen? We learned that we're not going to come after people that are rage baiting, because that's what they want. That's what builds their engagement. That's what builds their algorithm. That's what pushes them through the feeds. A bunch of people disagreeing with them and arguing back and forth with them. Notice how they post and they don't ever reply. They don't ever reply to anybody. They maybe reply to maybe like 2-3 people. I don't ever see anybody really fighting for their lives on what they believe in, on their opinion. They just say whatever the fuck they want. They piss a bunch of people off, and then people just start going back and forth with them. And then they start going back and forth with each other. And then the next day, the post is not available. The post is not available. They did what they needed to do. Anyway, that's my time. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Please make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. I thought I'd never have to say that shit. It sounds very cringe from my end, but you know, I didn't do it with the YouTube accent. I did it with the Minx accent. So yes, please make sure you like and subscribe to my channel if you like what you see here. And of course, in the comments, if you'd like to leave some suggestions of what you want me to talk about, rant about, or promote, please do not hesitate to reach out. I do not bite unless you fucking want me to. And other than that, thank you for tuning the F in. I'm going to close the show with one of my beats. And yeah, make sure you hit me up on SoundCloud so you can hit play on some of these jams. Toodles.